Well, today I'm going to show you a powerful technique that changed everything for thousands of English learners. It's called shadowing. And in the next 15 minutes, we're going to practice it together. Hello, everyone. I'm Arthur, and welcome to English with Arthur and Emily. I'm so glad you're here. Before we begin, if you're serious about improving your English fluency, hit that subscribe button right now. Trust me, you'll want to come back for more. All right, now let's practice together. Let's start with a simple warm-up. I'm going to say a sentence, and I want you to repeat it right after me. Focus on copying my tone and rhythm, not just the words. Ready? Here we go. I enjoy learning English every day. Good. Let's try it again, a bit faster. I enjoy learning English every day. Excellent. Now let's add some emotion. Say it like you really mean it, with enthusiasm. I enjoy learning English every day. Perfect. Do you feel the difference? When you add emotion and energy, your pronunciation actually improves because you're using your voice more naturally. Let's do one more. This time, focus on the rhythm. Notice how some words are stressed more than others. I enjoy learning English every day. Wonderful. You're already shadowing. Now let's move to something more practical. Everyday conversations. I'll speak naturally and you shadow me. Remember, copy everything. The words, the tone, the pauses. Hey, how's it going? I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. I was wondering, do you have any plans for the weekend? Actually, I'm thinking about going to the park if the weather's nice. Nice work. Let's continue. Pay attention to how my voice goes up at the end of questions. That sounds lovely. Which park are you thinking of? Probably the one near downtown. It has beautiful walking trails. Oh, I've been there before. The views are amazing. Now, let's try something interesting. I'm going to say the same conversation, but this time I want you to shadow me more quickly. Start speaking while I'm still speaking, like a real echo. This is advanced shadowing. Don't worry if you can't keep up perfectly. Just do your best. Hey, how's it going? I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. I was wondering, do you have any plans for the weekend? Actually, I'm thinking about going to the park if the weather's nice. Excellent effort. This simultaneous shadowing is challenging, but it's incredibly powerful for building fluency. All right, now let's practice with a short story. This will help you with longer sentences and natural narrative flow. I'll tell you a story about my morning, and you shadow me. Focus on the rhythm and the natural pauses. This morning, I woke up to the sound of birds singing outside my window. I stretched, yawned, and slowly got out of bed. The sun was just beginning to rise, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink. I made my way to the kitchen and put on a pot of coffee. While the coffee was brewing, I opened the window to let in some fresh air. The morning felt peaceful and full of possibility. Beautiful. Let's do that one more time, and this time really focus on the emotional quality. Notice how my voice sounds calm and peaceful. That's part of the English too. This morning, I woke up to the sound of birds singing outside my window. I stretched, yawned, and slowly got out of bed. The sun was just beginning to rise, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink. I made my way to the kitchen and put on a pot of coffee. While the coffee was brewing, I opened the window to let in some fresh air. The morning felt peaceful and full of possibility. Wonderful work. Storytelling is one of the best ways to practice natural English because it has emotion, rhythm, and variety. Let's practice some really useful everyday phrases. These are expressions you'll hear all the time in English conversations. That makes sense. I see what you mean. Could you explain that again? I appreciate your help. Let me think about it. That's a good point. Great. Now let's use them in context. Shadow me as I use them in many conversations. Conversational. So basically, we need to finish the report by Friday. Does that make sense? Yeah, I see what you mean, but could you explain that again? I want to make sure I understand the deadline. Of course, we have until Friday at 5 p.m. Let me know if you need help. I appreciate your help. That's a good point. Let me think about it and get back to you. Excellent. These phrases are gold. Use them in your conversations and you'll sound much more natural. Now, let's practice something that really helps you sound more fluent. Expressing your opinions and feelings naturally. This is where a lot of learners get stuck because they only know formal phrases. Let's practice some natural, conversational ways to share what you think and feel. To be honest, I'm not sure about that. In my opinion, it's worth trying. I feel like we should wait a bit longer. Personally, I prefer the first option. I'm excited about this opportunity. That makes me a little nervous, actually. Good, now let's put these into a real conversation. Notice how I use different intonations to express different emotions. So, what do you think about the new project? To be honest, I'm really excited about this opportunity. It seems challenging, but in a good way. Do you think we can finish it on time? Well, that makes me a little nervous, actually. But personally, I feel like we should just give it our best shot. Perfect. Notice how the emotion in your voice changes the meaning? That's the beauty of natural English. All right, here's a fun one. Many learners can answer questions, but they struggle with the natural rhythm of back and forth conversation. Let's practice question and answer patterns. I'll ask a question, then give an answer. Shadow both. Pay special attention to how questions rise at the end. What did you do last weekend? Oh, nothing too exciting. I just relaxed at home and caught up on some reading. Have you seen the new movie that just came out? Not yet, but I've heard great things about it. Have you seen it? Where do you usually go when you want to relax? I love going to coffee shops. There's something calming about the atmosphere. Nice. Now let's practice quick-fire questions and answers. This is more challenging. Try to keep up with the pace. What's your favorite season? Mine is autumn because I love the colors. What about you? Do you prefer warm or cold weather? I'm more of a summer person. I enjoy the long days and being outdoors. Although winter has its charm too, especially around the holidays. Excellent work. This kind of practice really builds your conversational fluency. Okay, let's have some fun with idioms and common expressions. These make you sound like a native speaker, but they can be tricky to pronounce naturally. I'll say the idiom, explain it quickly, then use it in a sentence. Shadow everything. Piece of cake. This means something is very easy. Don't worry about the test. It'll be a piece of cake. Hit the nail on the head. This means you're exactly right about something. You hit the nail on the head without analysis. That's exactly the problem. Break the ice. This means to start a conversation or make people feel comfortable. Let's play a game to break the ice at the party. Now let's use all three in a short conversation. I was nervous about meeting my new coworkers, but one person told a funny joke to break the ice. After that, everything was a piece of cake. We got along great. My friend said I hit the nail on the head when I told her the team had good energy. Fantastic! Using idioms naturally takes practice, but you're doing great. Before we wrap up, let me give you some practical tips for your daily shadowing practice. Tip 1. Choose material that matches your level. If you're a beginner, start with slower, simpler content. If you're advanced, challenge yourself with podcasts, TED Talks, or movies. Tip 2. Shadow for just 10 to 15 minutes a day. You can shadow while you're walking, cooking, or even in the shower. Make it part of your routine. Tip 3. Record yourself sometimes. I know it feels weird to hear your own voice, but it's the best way to catch mistakes and track your progress. Tip 4. Don't just shadow, understand. Know what you're saying. Look up words you don't know. This makes your practice much more effective. And finally, tip 5. Be patient with yourself. Fluency doesn't happen overnight, but with consistent shadowing practice, I promise you'll notice improvements within weeks. And that's it for today's shadowing practice. I hope you enjoyed practicing with me. Remember, the secret to fluency isn't just studying English, it's speaking English, even if it's just you shadowing audio in your room. You're training your mouth, your ears, and your brain to work together. Now I want to hear from you. Here's my question. What's the biggest challenge you face when speaking English? Is it pronunciation, finding the right words, or speaking confidently? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one, and your feedback helps me create better episodes for you. And if you found this episode helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe to English with Arthur and Emily.